Oh Lord, I'm so hungry. I'm gonna pray, eat. Oh, can I wash my face now? I think so. I think I've gotten all my pictures. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and if this is your first time seeing my face, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button down below and also the bell notification so you know when I post a video. And if you already subscribed, welcome back. I love you. Thank you for coming back. So today's video is going to be all about foundation, and it is another video in my makeup for beginners / makeup 101 back to basics series. If you haven't watched my previous video, I'm going to leave it linked somewhere and you should check it out. I did a video on like a makeup starter kit, products you need, and I did a little makeup tutorial using those products. And I did mention in that video that I was going to share a separate video talking about foundations and how to find your perfect foundation match / know your undertone. In this video, I'm just going to be sharing some tips that I use personally and you can also implement in trying to like find your perfect foundation. I don't think you can find like 100% perfect foundation, but you can get pretty close. So tip number one is to know your skin type. So basically there are different types of skin types. There's like dry, there's oily, there's normal, there's combination. So for you to be able to find a foundation that would work perfectly for you, the first thing is for you to know your skin type. For example, if you have dry skin, obviously you're not going to want to like lean towards buying matte foundations. If you have oily skin, you're not going to want to buy like all those dewy, oily, oil-based foundation. So how do you know what kind of skin you have? So basically an easy way to know what kind of skin type you have is to wash your face and just like chill. Don't apply any product, just wash your face with your face cleanser and then just let your face chill for a bit. Don't apply any like skincare products. I know your skin will be dry, or you don't want, like, it's not good for your skin, but it's just for like an hour or a few minutes. If after like 30 minutes to an hour your skin is like dry and flaky, then I mean, you know you have dry skin. If after that amount of time your skin is like oily, then you have oily skin. Then alternatively, your skin could be like normal, but then maybe like you just get oily in certain area, then you know that you have maybe like combination, or you have like oily to combination skin, or you have normal to combination skin. That is that. And guys, this can seem very inconsequential, but it's actually very important. I remember I have bought my own share of foundations that I ended up hating, thinking, oh, the foundation is rubbish, not knowing that I did not know what I was buying. I remember buying the Huda Beauty Full Filter foundation, I think that's the name, and I hated that foundation so much. But the foundation was actually a good foundation, and at that point I didn't know that obviously like I had dry skin, and the foundation was like matte and really heavy, which was not just is not just what I like. If you've been following me, you know I like a dewy medium coverage foundation. So that foundation, I just hated it completely, and for the longest time I just thought this foundation was terrible. But after a while, and then I realized that, oh, okay, this is why I should not have gotten this, or this is why I don't like this. That is why I'm here sharing this tip, so you don't waste your money buying foundations that at the end of the day they won't work for you. Tip number two is to know your undertone. This can be a bit difficult sometimes. I'm so sorry if you can hear the background noise. I don't know what bike that is. Why? It's so freaking loud. As I was saying, so basically there are like 3 different types of undertone that I know of. You have the warm, the cool, and the neutral. So if you have the warm undertone, your skin tone tends to be like a bit more yellowish / gold. If you have the cool undertone, it tends to be a bit more pink, while if you have the neutral undertone, it tends to be like a mixture of the yellow and the pink. And another way to determine what undertone you have is by jewelry. So basically, if you have a warm undertone, gold jewelry tends to look nicer on you. If you have the cool undertone, silver jewelry tends to look nicer on you, while if you have the neutral, you kind of look good in both. And another way to know what kind of undertone you have is by the color of your veins. So if your veins tend to be like a bit more green / olive, you'll fall more on the yellow / gold undertone. That's the warm undertone. If your vein tends to be a bit more like bluish, then you have like a cool undertone. Then if your vein tends to be like a bit more green and blue, then you fall under like the neutral undertone. So basically these are like my tips in identifying what kind of undertone you have. You can do more research on the internet. Obviously there's so many like information you can find that will help you determine for sure what kind of undertone you have. So basically knowing your undertone will help you find your perfect foundation, because you and somebody else can be like the exact same shade, but then you have different undertones. and when you apply like a particular foundation with a particular undertone, it can look completely different on someone else and look like perfect on the other person. And unfortunately, most Nigerian brands, actually I don't know if any Nigerian brand that considers like the undertone when making their foundation. So most of them, they just have like a basic shade range, but then they don't have like a shade in different undertones. Some foundation brands actually have like a wide range, like Fenty Beauty for example, they have like a wide range of foundation colors and undertone, and you definitely most likely find something that will fit you there. I know Giorgio Armani has like a decent like shade range and also undertone, because I know I did go into and try and get one time, and I got matched to like a very good shade. It just didn't have it available. And I know another affordable foundation is the NYX Born to Glow. I've actually used that one. They are actually like really good. They have like a variety of shade ranges, and they have like different undertone. They would literally have like one shade in like 3 undertones, so you can check that out. And I mean, there's so many other foundations. What you can just do before you buy, you can go online and check on their website or all of that, and just see like, once you've determined your shade, you can go online and just kind of determine like what undertone it is, read about it, and then you can go in and buy the foundation. Tip number 3 is to know what kind of coverage you want. So are you looking for like a light coverage? Are you looking for a medium coverage? Are you looking for a full coverage foundation? And that's actually really important, because if you are someone that likes your makeup light and you go and buy a foundation that is really like heavy, like for example the Huda Beauty foundation, you most likely would not enjoy using it, and you probably just end up leaving the foundation and just keeping it in the drawer and literally like wasting your money. So you have to determine what kind of foundation look or do you want, or you can even determine what kind of foundation look you want for different events. So if you're looking for a foundation for like everyday wear, like running of errands, going to work, going to school, you might not want like a full coverage foundation. But if you still want like a little bit of coverage, you might not go for a light, you should go for like a medium coverage foundation, whereby you can build it up. Because with medium coverage foundations, most of them you can actually like build up the coverage. So like applying one layer will just like cover what you need it to cover, but if you want it to be like more intense, then you can go in with another layer or 2. So yeah, basically determining what type of coverage you want. So yeah, I think those are all my tips for finding your perfect foundation match. Yeah, actually another tip, what you can do is, because obviously in Nigeria there are not much shops that you can go into and test your foundation. After like applying all these tips, we don't really have that much stuff that you can go into and test your foundation. One thing I usually do is I have like a range of YouTubers I watch to kind of like determine what shade I would be in a particular foundation. For example, now I watch Jackie Aina, I watch Dima Ome, I watch Aisha Harun. These 3 people are like varying shades. So what I do is I always have one person that is darker than I am, one person that is lighter than I am, and one person that is kind of, I think, is in my shade range, and I see what colors or what shades they all use. Most of the time, like, they all review the foundation I want to buy, and I see what range they all are in, and then I kind of determine where I fall. And then obviously it doesn't have to be them, you can just kind of like go on the internet and find people that are like your shade or your color. I think that's another thing that you can do to kind of help determine what shade range you would be. So yeah, those are basically all my tips that I use in trying to find like a perfect foundation match. If you have any other tip that you also apply for yourself, let us know in the comment section so we can also learn and stop buying foundations that we don't use. I've thrown some away, but I used to have like a pile of foundations that I just did not use, because either at the point I bought them, I liked them, or I didn't do my research and I never liked them and they are no longer useful to me, or they just didn't work for me, to be honest. And if you want me to do a video, I'm thinking of doing like a video of like my top 5 favorite foundations and why I like them and their different, I guess, there are different features. Or I'm thinking, should I do like a video showing all my foundations that I have bought and the ones I like, the ones I don't like, and obviously reasons why. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section which one you would prefer to see. Do you want to see like my top favorite foundations and obviously why I like them, how much they are, or do you want to see like all the foundations I have and just reviewing them? That is basically it for this video, short and sweet. hopefully it's short. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and as usual, if you did, give the video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, bell notification so you know when I post. Check out my social media, Instagram and Pinterest. Those are like the two social medias I like. Those are the two social media platforms I enjoy using. Check them out, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.